In this video, we are going to discuss about integrated rate equation for first order reaction. Now let me see that a reaction, hypothetical reaction in which reactant is converting into product here. Now rate is equal to minus dr by dt is equal to K into concentration of R. So this is the rate expression we are going to get here. Now what I am taking here from this, I am taking these two. So I got by just multiplying this one with a minus, okay, just multiply this one with minus, minus into minus plus. So we are going to get dr by dt, okay, you are going to get dr by dt that equal to minus K into minus K into concentration of R. Now what I am taking, send this concentration of R on left hand side and send dt on right hand side. Then we are going to get this expression. dr by R is equal to minus K into dt. This expression you are going to get here. Now once if you do integration on both sides, integration of dr by R and integration of dt, if you do what happen, now integration of dr by R is equal to natural log concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus I, where I is equal to integration constant. Now what is ln? ln means it's a natural log, it is always equal to 2.303 into log, okay, it is a natural log, always is equal to 2.303 into log. We substitute later this value. So before that what happened, what we are getting after integration, ln R is equal to minus K into T plus I. Now in the just like in the zero order reaction what we done, same you take T equal to 0 and concentration of R is equal to R naught. Now substitute these two terms, concentration of R and T equal to 0 in which equation? 4.8 equation. Substitute these values inside this one. Now what we are going to get after substituting this one, ln in the place of R, what we got actually? R naught, okay, in the place of T what we got here? 0 and plus I. Now K into 0, 0. So now I is equal to, we are going to get ln R naught concentration. I is equal to ln R naught concentration. Now again this I value you are substituting in which equation here? 4.8 equation here. So once you substitute what happened, you are going to get this expression you are going to get. This is called 4.9 you take. This expression you are going to get here. Now you are rearranging this expression. How? By just sending this ln R naught where on left hand side. Send this ln R where on left hand side. So what we get here? This expression we are going to get actually. So after that what I am taking here, I am multiplying this one with what here? Minus here. So when you multiply this one with minus, what we get here? Kt is equal to, okay, Kt is equal to minus ln R by R naught, okay. Now this I can write like this. To remove this minus, I can send this numerator into denominator, okay, denominator into numerator like this, okay, numerator into denominator and denominator into numerator like this. So what we get here, so after doing like this, you are going to get Kt is equal to ln R naught by R you are going to get here. Again you send this T also here. Now this is the final expression we are going to get. This is a very important expression we are going to get here. Right? Next, we'll do one more thing. Based upon again log R1 ln is what here? It is there. This expression. Based upon this expression 4.9. So from 4. Isn't it? 8 will take. Okay. No, 4.9 will take. Not 8 it is. Not correct it is. The wrong it is. 4.9 it is. From 4.9 equation, what we'll do here? ln R. Isn't it? So I have taken, it is a concentration at T1. Concentration at T1 is equal to R1 and time is T1. So you got this expression. Same. In the place of R, what I am writing? R1. In the place of T, I am writing here T1 here. Here I am writing here R1. Here I am writing what here? T1 here. So you are going to get this 4.11 expression. Again, you take in the place of R, take R2. In the place of t, you take t2, you will get 4.12. What is the meaning of this one? At t1 time, this is a rate expression. At t2 time, this is a rate expression, isn't it? Now after that, what I am doing here, I am subtracting 4.12 from 4.11. So you are going to get what? ln r1 minus ln r2 here. That is equal to minus kt1, okay, plus ln r0 minus kt2, okay, plus ln r0. So in that case, what happened? These two will be cancelled here. So remaining will be what here? Minus kt1 minus into minus kt2 you are going to get here, isn't it? Now minus into minus plus. So what we are going to get here? kt2 minus kt1 here. Now take k is constant, common here. So we are going to get, in the case of this one, this expression we are going to get. And one more thing. When you take log m minus log x. So this is always equal to what? Log m by x. By using this formula, isn't it? Log r1, okay, log r1 minus log r2 is equal to what? Log r1 by r2. Same thing I have taken here. Log ln, nothing but log only. Ln r1 minus ln r2 is equal to ln r1 by r2. That is equal to what? K into t2 minus t1 here. So again, k is equal to, you send this t2 minus t1 on this side here. What we get? This expression we are going to get here. Now after this, what happened? You can also do one more thing also here by writing like this. So here what we can write, this expression you take again, this expression what here? ln r by r0 is equal to minus k into t. Now for this expression, what I am doing here, I am taking anti-log here. I am removing this natural log here. So what I am doing? Anti-log of ln. So I am doing anti-log of ln. It will be cancelled here. This log will be cancelled. So here we get anti-log of minus kt. Anti-log of minus kt is always equal to what? E to the power of minus kt. This value will be e to the power of minus kt. So what we are going to get here? R by r0. After doing anti-log of ln r by r0, we get r by r0 is equal to minus k into t anti-log. Okay, anti-log. So what we are going to get because of this? R by r0 is equal to e to the power of minus kt. Now what you do, you send this r0 on right hand side here. So what we get here? This expression we are going to get. This expression. Now concentration of r is equal to what we get here? Concentration of r is equal to r0 into e to the power of k by k into t. This expression you are going to get here. Next. What we'll do again, we'll take this expression again, what? This one. We'll take a star mark important expression. No. Now this expression, isn't it? It is there in the natural log. Now what I am doing, I told you no, natural log is equal to 2.303 into log. So substituting wherever ln is there, I am substituting that one as a log here. So here, this expression. So what we get here? So k is equal to, so this is actually a formula, k equal to 1 by t into ln into r0 by r actually. Now in the place of ln, what I am taking here? 2.303 into log. When you substitute that value, you are going to get this formula, isn't it? This formula you are going to get here. Now after this, what happened? If you want r not by r log, the value will be what? You have to cross multiply here, k into t by 2.303. This is also useful for us. Now what we'll do here? We plot a graph between log r0 by r versus time. Okay. Now I've taken this one. In this, you take is a y-axis, and this k by 2.303 take as what? X-axis. K by 2.3 you take as a x-axis. Sorry, slope you can take. Sorry, slope you can take here, and t you take as what? X-axis here. This one you take as x-axis. Now here y is equal to what? Log r0 by r. X is equal to what here? T, and slope is equal to what we are going to get here? K by 2.303 here. Now you plot a graph here, what we are going to get like this here. This is the graph you are going to get. On y-axis, log r0 by r. On x-axis, time, and the slope we are going to get k by 2.3 here. Now based upon this graph, what we can calculate, K is equal to slope into 2.303 here. Slope into 2.303. If the given slope value, we can calculate now rate constant by just substituting the slope here, isn't it? So from that we can also calculate the rate constant by substituting the slope. We get the rate constant. This graph is very, very important. You need to draw a graph like this. Now you take one more graph here, isn't it? For what? This expression. Okay, for this expression, this is the y-axis, t is x, and this is slope, isn't it? And this is the intercept point. Now again on y-axis, log nr, okay, slope is what? Minus k, isn't it? Slope is equal to minus k, then k is equal to minus slope. Slope is equal to how much you are going to get here? Minus k, then k is equal to minus slope. Yes, k is equal to what here? Minus slope here. So we are going to get this graph. Sometime what happened, this expression also we can write like this also, isn't it? In terms of what? Like this. Log concentration of R is equal to minus K by 2.303 into T plus log initial concentration. This also we can write, isn't it? In terms of log. This is in terms of natural log. So what we can take here, this is as a y-axis. This is the slope, this is x, this is what? Intercept point here. Now in that case, if you take a graph here, in the place of this one, isn't it, what we are going to have here? In the place of this one, log concentration of R. Okay, log concentration of R here. Okay, now slope will be is equal to how much here? By 2.303, isn't it? Then K is equal to what will be the formula here? Slope into, isn't it? Slope into 2.303. Slope into 2.303, isn't it? Then we are going to get this graph here, right? So for examination point of view, this is the formula you need to remember. This is the formula you need to remember. It's a very, very important formula. K is equal to 2.303 by T into log R naught by R here, isn't it? Now let me take some examples here. Hydrogenation of ethene. Now this is called what? Ethene molecule. This is called what? Ethene molecule. On hydrogenation, you are going to get C2H6 here. Now rate is equal to what here? K into concentration of C2H4 to the power of 1. Therefore, it is a first order reaction. So hydrogenation of ethene is nothing but first order reaction, isn't it? And one more example we can take, all natural or artificial radioactive decay. That means radioactive integration reactions are comes under which reaction? First order reaction. Take an example, radium undergoing disintegration. This is which type of reaction? First order reaction here. Similarly, decomposition of N2O5, isn't it? And N2O are comes under where? First order reactions, right? Decomposition of N2O5, how you write? N2O5 is equal to N2O4 plus half oxygen. So which type of reaction it is? First order reaction. Similarly, N2 also decomposes into nitrogen plus oxygen, isn't it? So this is about the first order reaction. Let me do a small problem on this one. We'll do a small problem. In this, actually what they given, initial concentration of reactant N2O5 is given. Initial concentration R0 is given how much here? R0 is given how much here? N2 R0 I'm writing here. That is what? 1.24 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay. And after that what happened? At time 60 minutes. This is t is equal to what? 0 minutes. Now at t equal to 60 minutes, the given R concentration, how much it is? 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Now what they are asking? Rate constant they are asking. Now what? How do you solve the problem? Like this. Now K is equal to, what is the formula? 2.303 by T into log initial concentration by final concentration of reactant. Your reactant is what? N2O5 here. Now what is happening? Now substituting the value here, K equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration 1.24 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by concentration of reactant at this time. This time is how much here I have taken? 60 minutes. This one will be 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Both are get cancelled here. So I am writing this part like this. Now k equal to 2.303 by 60 log. This I am writing how much it is, minus 124 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, this one 2 into 10 to the power of minus 1. This will be cancelled here. 2 also cancelled here. 62. Now we are going to get k equal to 2.303 by 60 log. How much it is? 6.2. When you take log 6.2 is equal to around k is equal to, you are going to get here 2.303 by 60 is equal to log 6.2 is equal to, you are going to get something, it is equal to 6.79. Log 6.2 is equal to 0.79 here. So after doing this calculation part, the answer you are going to get here is 0.03. 0.03. So this is the simple problem of rate constant for first order. In next class, we are going to discuss some more problems. Thank you.